Hello and welcome to the latest Customs Clinic videocast brought to you by Customs Manager. I'm Paul of Sandusky PR and I'm here talking to Arne, who's the founder of Customs Manager, about trading with the EU now that the UK's left the European single market. So the aim of the Customs Clinic, once again, is to offer practical advice and guidance on some of the common problems that exporters and importers face when trading with the EU and indeed the world. Okay, so I think today, Arne, we're going to be talking about far-reaching changes to EU VAT rules, which I think will have big consequences for some businesses, especially those that export low-value parcels to Europe.
Indeed.
So obviously there's so many questions. I know you've been bombarded with questions about this, but I think it boils down to 2 or 3 questions. So I'm going to ask you those today. Okay. So to start with, Arne, what's the current situation with regard to EU VAT and what's going to change and when?
Okay. Great question, Paul. So I do get a lot of questions on this. So it's great that you're asking the key ones. At the moment, this is before 1 July 2021. You can sell goods directly to consumers in the European Union, EU 27 members, without paying import VAT for consignments for your shipments that are valued 22 euros or below. So low value shipment, the got cable, the box, the little things we send.
Vinyl records.
Exactly. All of that stuff that we send en masse now. The e-commerce explosion is in full swing. And so at the moment, we just send it and we do not pay any import VAT. That ends on the 1st of July 2021. And then all imports will be subject to EU VAT. So what does this mean? Well, sellers and if it's e-commerce, marketplaces, so the eBays, the Amazons, the Alibabas of this world, they have to start collecting import VAT on consignments valued up to 150 euros.
Wow, it's quite a big change.
There's also, of course, it is, absolutely. And there is a facilitation in a way that you can use what's called new special arrangements. So that's, have the postal operators or the express carriers collect that VAT for you. But that's a special arrangement. Maybe I was thinking of a practical example, if maybe that helps to understand kind of what the change is. So imagining Paul Mullins Limited, right? Paul Mullins UK Limited. You can sell and ship consignments under 22 euros to EU consumers, to the ones you have VAT-free. Over that limit, you then either will have to ask the customer to pay the import VAT, and that would be at the rate of the country of import. And here the EU is not 27. The EU has different VAT rates according to the country you're in. So Estonia has a different VAT rate to Germany and so on. And if you want to provide a good seller experience, then of course you pay that import VAT on behalf of the customers.
Right.
Now from July, Paul Mullins UK Limited will charge VAT on the point of sale. So I order something on your website, the moment I click purchase, that VAT gets charged when I order that. Right. Not longer later when I receive the goods. And once you do that at the point of sale, you then declare it in the IOSS return, the new IOSS return, if you're not exceeding 150 euros. And you will then, if you do it like this, be exempted from paying import VAT at customs when the goods cross the border, which is today the case. So Paul Mullins Limited, a UK Limited, may also declare sales to customers around the EU via the OSS return, but that's a different matter altogether. And just in case, last point, if you're exceeding 150 euros, this IOSS threshold, which can also happen, then import VAT must still be paid to customs like it is today. And this then could trigger VAT registration in the country of importation for Paul Mullins Limited, if you wish to sell goods locally and throughout the rest of the EU.
Okay, so it sounds as though this is going to result in more red tape for businesses, particularly low value goods to the EU. And I guess if you're a small trader exporting stuff, I mean, lots of people sell stuff on eBay, don't they? And I mean, presumably for some small businesses, that's going to be a bit of a headache in terms of red tape. How's it going to affect them, and what are they? Are there implications for their IT systems? And
good question. Yeah, you move from nothing to do to quite a bit to do. So yeah, not surprisingly, many UK and third country businesses to the EU fear that collecting and accounting for this additional VAT will result in more red tape. Not only will you have to now work out what the VAT rate is for your customers in EU countries, and you may also have to adopt your e-commerce systems, as you say, and to show the right amount of VAT at that point of sale. So before the system didn't show anything, now you need to not only show a rate, you have to show the VAT rate of Latvia, of Cyprus, wherever your customer is situated. And that could,
so those VAT rates differ presumably from country to country.
Absolutely, and quite substantially so. You would then be in charge, you as the operator of that website or the seller would then be in charge of recording these VAT rates, this VAT that you charge onto this IOSS platform. And then the IOSS platform distributes it out to the member states. So you have one point of registration and one point of reporting, this iOS platform. So that's good. That's better than having 27 member states to send a VAT return to.
Yeah. So the aim is to simplify things for businesses.
So there are two things that might avoid having sleepless nights. And one thing is this IOSS platform.
Okay.
And the second thing would be that you can make a simplified customs declaration as you import. If there is a value on the goods below 150 euros, you benefit from a super simplified data set in the customs declaration. Meaning what? Meaning that you can just clear customs faster. You make an import declaration. Now there's no more VAT charged because you do it prior. So now a lot of the requirements that earlier made it difficult to cross the border by adding so much data has now been removed. So yes, there is more red tape, but as always, if you understand the rules, if you embed them into your own business early on enough and you test it, you can be ready for these sweeping changes. The key is to reach out to specialists like myself that can advise you on import VAT, on customs duty early on, so that we have time to assess what does this mean for your business.
Okay, fantastic. And it's certainly being able to submit, just one tax or a return to one tax authority in one member state obviously is attractive. So people should definitely check out the import one-stop shop. Okay, well, I think certainly what this chat has highlighted is that the new distance selling VAT rules are certainly far-reaching, and obviously they're going to have an impact on those that send small parcels, low-value goods. So I guess the message is, consider registering for an IOSS account straight away rather than leave it
make
till
sure
July. So it's July the 1st the changes come in, or due to come in.
If you are concerned by low value shipments, if you're shipping low value items to the EU, then you need to account for that. And the EU says do it with the IOSS return. You need to register for it. You need to get a registration number that needs to go onto your invoices. Then you need to show the right VAT at the right time at the point of sale. That way your system can account for the new VAT. That then has to go to IOSS, and then it's distributed out. And that way you avoid the hustle of paying the import VAT at the border, which then in turn avoids the question who gets to pay the VAT. Is it the customer or is it yourself?
Okay. Well, thanks, Arne. Once again, some more fantastic and important advice for UK exporters. And I look forward to speaking to you again on another burning issue of the day at the next Customs Clinic, brought to you by Customs Manager. Until the next time, Arne, have a good weekend.
Thank you very much. Same to you.
Bye-bye.